Okay, there we go. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Like, it took me longer to reconnect because I just disconnected my modem. So hopefully that fixes it a little bit. But my internet's not the best, so I apologize for that. But yeah, getting back to your question, Cosmilano, and thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And if you guys like math and physics, or you just basically want to have a study stream to keep yourselves productive, drop my channel a follow if you like. In addition, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to catch up with these streams. Let me see here. Why is it that I can't interact with chat now? Oh, thank you for the follow, lyrical joker. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're more than happy to do so. For everybody that dropped a follow, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know my internet's not the best, so if we do lose connection, I apologize for that. So where were we? Oh yeah, we were doing this proof. Oh yeah, and Cosmilano, your question, quantum gravity. Like I said, I'm not a researcher and I'm not a physicist. And I'm not a mathematical physicist, nor am I a graduate student or undergrad student in both of those subjects. But like I have read a good portion of books on like not the complex textbooks, but I've read Brian Greene's Elegant Universe, some of the layman's terms books out there about string theory. I do have a book on loop quantum gravity. So I like to look into both of those subjects actually. But I would have to say quantum gravity I think is something that's still way beyond what we have currently. I think in my personal opinion, I feel like loop quantum gravity and string theory are probably two halves of one coin. But that's just a feeling in me. I don't have any solid proof that they're the same theory, but just from different perspectives. Hopefully that answers your question if you're still in the chat. Where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, if it's not less than or equal to x, then it has to be greater than x. And at this point, y cubed plus y times x squared is greater than x cubed plus x times y squared. I mean, that makes logical sense, but therefore I feel like the proof is more involved than that. But Lyrica Joke, thank you for the follow. I know I said that before, but what's the best part of your day so far if you're in chat? And if you're just lurking, you're more than happy to lurk if you like. I'm just surprised that there are a lot of people that are starting to tune into our channel and love math. I'm actually curious if you guys are students or are you just guys, or all of you are just basically math hobbyists like me, because I do math as a hobby, as well as physics as a hobby. Therefore... Have you considered the example I gave you? What example? What example, Sasha? Yeah, I feel like this isn't... I mean, it makes sense logically, but at the same time, I'm like, what is it that I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something. F is... X is less than Y, then it's not necessary the case that X squared is less than Y squared. For example, you take... So you're saying I'm overthinking it then? That's what I'm guessing you're trying to say at this point. Because I guess it's because it seems like it's just one line I have to write. Therefore... Well, the equality that you had is not so obvious. Let's see, Y is less than or equal to X. I mean, if X and Y are equal, then basically that would make that equal at this point. If you think that Y and X can have different signs. So do I have to do this on a case-by-case basis then? Yeah, because it is the part of the real numbers. Well, maybe. Okay. Hey, hey, Cosmolano. Sorry about that. My internet's not the best, so we cut off. I don't know if you heard what I said about quantum gravity before. If you didn't, I'll reinstate. Oh, you did not. Okay. Yeah, like about quantum gravity. I would have to say that. I don't really have a solid opinion on it because I am not a physicist, nor am I a researcher in quantum gravity. I just do math and physics as a hobby, but at the same time I've read, like, you know, the books that are usually out for the public about that stuff. Like I've read about, you know, Brian Greene's Elegant Universe, as well as you know, I've read like a couple books on the quantum gravity. So, were you convinced about the inequality you had? But if you were to ask my opinion, I would have to say, like, loop quantum gravity and string theory could be, like, part of one theory. That's, like, a feeling I have, but it's not based on any proof or anything. Hopefully that answers your question. I feel like there is a connection between the two theories, I just don't know what it is. Cool, I think it's a good feeling. Yeah. Actually, Cosmolano, are you a student? Or do you just like doing math as a hobby, or physics as a hobby? Or are you just working in actual research? Or are you just working and you have a job that you have to use math or physics? Like engineering or something? Let's see. I'm trying to think about your question, Sasha. Were you convinced about the inequality you had? I mean, it makes sense. Like, I mean, but I was thinking about positive integers. Let's see, why? case, if this was negative, then this would be like, we'll just say like negative y, and this would be like negative y still. Y is greater than, so then this will be positive. And if x is less than, then that means this would have to be lower than y. So this would be positive and... yeah, that doesn't seem like it makes sense. Hello, Ashley. Ashley Olsen. What's the best part of your day so far? Oh, you're a physics student. But was just doing it as a hobby around 6 years. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing you probably know more about it than me then. I mean, like, what do you think about quantum gravity since you asked? Like, are you a graduate student of physics or you're an undergrad? I discovered that 0 plus 0 is 0. I would say that's the best part. Oh, is that divide? Oh, I thought it was plus. I didn't see the dots. 0 divided by 0 is 0. That's a good, funny answer. Funny response. I mean, can you imagine if 0 divided by 0 was actually 0? It's not a joke, I have an equation. I mean, if you have a mathematical proof of that, that would be pretty awesome. So what was I thinking? Yeah, it seems like this inequality is not really working out when I think about it. No, I'm an undergrad. I asked a group working on quantum gravity if I can join them, and they told me that they were not sure what undergrad could do, but I'm welcome to attend their meetings. So that, oh, nice. So you'll actually gain some insight and experience with that. That's pretty good. That's like a real, big deal, I think. Well, at least the inequality is not obvious. So is that what you were trying to get me to think about, Sascha? If you guys new to the chat, Sascha is the Kalir cone. I call him Sascha because that's what his Discord name is. Let's see. A divided by B is equal to A. 1 divided by B. If you input A and B as 0, even if even if 1 divided by 0 is undefined, times anything is always 0. Well, like, Ashley, it seems like you have ideas that go outside the box. I actually commend that. You're actually questioning the foundations. Like, actually, Ashley, I would like to ask you is, are you a grad student? Do you like math as a hobby? Do you do math as part of your day job? Or, you know, like, what got you into math? Because it seems like you're very enthusiastic about it. Because you multiply by b in both sides. I'm in 9th grade. I've been accelerated. Oh, okay. I see, I see. So I'm guessing you skipped a couple grades. I think that's what you meant, right? Like when you said I've been accelerated. Or you just been up into higher level maths. I'm taking both geometry and algebra 2. Oh, nice, nice. I only skipped 6th grade and 3rd grade. Oh, wow. So do you just love math, or do you love, like, anything involved with math? Because, like, I love both math and physics. That's why I try to learn math, because, you know, I want to be able to understand the math that goes into theoretical physics, as well as learn some, like, math that probably physicists haven't touched yet. So hopefully things in your geometry and algebra 2 class are going well. I was put into tag in 3rd, so I was doing other stuff. Then in middle school, I was put into 7th grade math. Oh, okay, so that means you're pretty brilliant. That's pretty cool. I never actually skipped grades, but then again, I didn't love math back then. I started loving math after my last semester of university, because I was an English major. All right, so let's get back to the proof here. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be something more we got to do. I'm just not thinking about what it is. I loved math since I learned what math was. And to you, what is math? Actually, like, that's a good question for chat. What do you guys define as math? It's a bit of a philosophical question, but I think it would be interesting to hear your guys' answers. Yeah, like what Sauce just said, is like it's not very obvious the way it looks. Oh, okay. That is a fair answer. A set of tools derive truths from a collection of axioms. Okay, that's also a pretty interesting answer. Actually, I like your answers, actually, because it shows the different generations. Because, like, Ashley is supposedly in high school, and Cosmolano, you're actually in undergrad, so you're basically, like, giving more input to the definition. That's pretty good. And also, we have Sasha, aka the Kalir Cone. Like, he's a graduate student, so we actually have, like, all the generations in one chat, which is pretty cool. I don't know if Sasha wants to give his answer. How did they do this in the book? Okay, I'm gonna look in the book here. What did they do? Okay, contrapositive. Right, we did this part right. We did this section right. Then y minus x is greater than 0. Multiply both sides, but oh, that's what they wanted you to do? Interesting. It's not like out of left field, but I'm like, wow. I would have not thought of that, actually. It shows how limited my math knowledge is. So, basically... times... Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see... I'm looking at this part here, so we multiply both sides. So this would go to 0, so this just goes away. Oh, okay, okay, I see what that is. Yeah, that's a clever trick that you have to see once in your life to understand. Let's see, the reason x divided by 0 is undefined, but 0 divided by 0 is because a 1 divided by b, or 1 over b, because anything times 0 is 0, but undefined times 1, 3. Yeah, that's a like, which trick? Are you talking about the trick in this book right here? Like this, or are you talking about what Ashley's talking about with the properties of 0? Because honestly, I haven't really done like full research into dividing by 0. No, the trick in the book. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a pretty cool, interesting trick. Because I was like, oh, that's how it is? I think like with proofs, you basically have to find out what is it that you're doing. And then when you actually know what you're doing, the other proofs that are like reflective of that particular proof method, it becomes easier. I mean, that's how I see it. Okay, Ashley, thank you for chilling with us. If you actually want to continue, like, checking out our stuff, like, drop me a follow if you like. That way we can talk more about, your idea with 0 and stuff. Yeah, because Ashley, you haven't gotten to calculus yet. I'm actually curious what you think of calculus. Once you get to calculus, maybe you'll have more info on the thing that you're researching. Might help like solidify your ideas. Oh, Riemann sphere. That sounds like interesting. Yeah, here idea was to look at the quantity you're sure positive. Oh, okay. So let's see. So in this particular thing, we have to basically try to find the inequality in the case. Okay. So that's an idea I can keep in my head. I mean, we're making good progress though. So actually I want to write it on my own so that way we can just remember it better. So the way they do it is that suppose that y and then y minus x is greater than 0. And then in this case, let's see, multiply both sides by the positive value of... Oh, okay. Because I was wondering why they have x squared plus y squared, and they just want to make sure that it's even. Okay. That was the thing I was confused about. I was like, why do they have x squared plus y squared? So you don't have to do case-by-case analysis. Cosmolano, I didn't see you type something. I think that loop quantum gravity is a special case of asymmetric... Oh, dang. Let's see. Asymptotic safety, which is the belief that you can create quantum theory of gravity that is just quantized of general relativity. That's not what string theory is, and that's also not what seems to be possible since black hole evaporation is a phenomenon that seems to break locality. I think that loop quantum gravity is doomed trying to push the concept of quantum metric tensor further than it can go. Okay, it seems like you're really well versed in the subject then, Cosmolano. More than I could ever be. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's apply to both. The ads are done? Okay. If you guys don't want to tune into the ads, if you would like to sub to the channel, that would be great. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Your ads are done now? Nice. Good. Yeah, unfortunately, like I get $2 like for the ads. But I'm glad that we're getting a lot of followers though. We're getting like a lot of followers like for like the math streams and stuff. Multiply both sides. I just want to write it once so that way I know what to do the next time. By the positive. So then they did this. Greater than 0. Oh! Hey Zach, thank you for the raid. Oh, thank you for the follow-up, Poison Mouse. Hey, welcome raiders, welcome. Thank you for the raid, Zach, I appreciate it. And I will also give you a shout out. If you guys are not familiar with Zach, aka E to the 2iPie, he is an awesome math streamer and up and coming mathematician. So if you want to check out his stuff, check out his stuff. He does a great job of talking about like basically like higher levels of math, much higher than I can ever do. He does answer some physics questions, but he mainly focuses on like series as well as linear algebra and analysis. So if you have any great math questions that you want to run by him, you are more than happy to do so if he's ever streaming. So check his content out. You were doing ODEs. Oh dang, that's pretty powerful. I actually have to learn more about ODEs. But getting back to your question, Cosmolano. But oh shit, like I said, guys, welcome raiders, welcome. I am Peter, aka the Math Spellbook. If you guys would like to join us on Discord, you're more than happy to join our Discord channel. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, my internet's not the best. So I apologize for the constant cutouts. Yeah, like I keep trying to convince my father to change the fiber optic, but he doesn't want to do it. And I don't blame him because like the company we used to get our cable is like he would probably like get like a worse quality for like TV and sports. I've been trying to get him to use like streaming internet service, like basically like for like sports, for his sports shows, but you know, he's stuck in his ways. So, you know, Like, so hopefully you guys can like hear me now. But getting back to your comment before, Cosmolano, like, you can join our Discord server, because like I actually want to talk to you more about quantum gravity, actually, since you seem to be pretty versed in like the more advanced stuff, because I would like to learn from you as well, actually. But again, I would also like to thank Poison Mouse for also giving a follow and oh, thank you for the follow, Zone Ranger. Wow, we're getting a lot of follows today. Thank you guys for following. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're in the chat, what's the best part of your day so far? And actually, that goes for all of the people that were in the raid. What was the best part of your day so far, guys? And actually, what were you guys discussing about with differential equations? And since we've been cutting out a lot more often, it's a warning to all you guys. We might end up having a bad weather situation. So just be warned, there might be more cutouts later, just in case. You know, I feel like I should say that because we experienced like I think 4 times that the stream cut out. What kind of proof are you do? Well, right now I'm trying to do proofs this whole month because Sasha, aka the Clear Cone, he has offered to teach me real analysis and linear algebra, but I'm trying to do my best towards what he wants to intend to do for me. So I'm trying to basically try to get the prerequisites down, like basic proofwriting and stuff. Of course, I don't know how far I'll get, but you know, I felt like I'd have to do my due diligence to actually do some prerequisite material. So that's the mission for this month. Like, basically just get some of the basics of proofwriting down, even though I only get the basics down. So far we're doing contrapositive proofs, like proof by contrapositive. So yeah, we multiply that goes to 0, so this goes bye-bye. X squared plus y, and then plus y cubed, then x squared, and then minus, oops, probably we should move this a little bit further here, to 0, and then negative x, y cubed, and then we had to do squared like that, and then the other side plus this plus that. Okay. So I felt like I had to write this proof once, but we're still not complete with it. So therefore, okay, there we go. All right, break time. So hopefully you guys are having a great day so far. What have you guys have been what is the best part of your guys' day so far? Well, I didn't write the proof. I just thought I would rewrite it so I can better train my brain to see what I'm looking for. And also, actually, like, rewriting proofs I think is pretty fun because it's like, oh, I feel like I'm actually, like, even though I didn't do the proof, it feels as if like, oh, I'm actually learning from a person that knows what they're doing. That type of feeling. But that's an interesting way to solve a proof, though. I will say that for sure. Yeah, I think the proofs that I have fun with is like the proofs involving even numbers and odd numbers. Those are the ones I got used to. Like, but those are mainly like direct proofs. But like whenever I see like an odd and even proof, I'm like, let's play. Let's play. So it's break time, so I think I'm going to get back into doing a little town star while we are waiting for the next study session. Yeah, I played this on my stream last night. my video game stream. I'm really addicted to this game. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, like, for the people that just joined, are you guys students? Do you guys just love math as a hobby, or you guys do math as your day job, or like, you know, I want to know more about you guys. Like, are you guys students? Are you guys, if you guys are students, are you undergrad? Are you graduate? I am so curious to get to know you guys more. And plus, like, if you guys want to join our Discord server, please join our Discord server, because, like, I bet all of you have such awesome knowledge to share. I'm an old fart, but I'm in university. No, that's fine. I'm old too, actually. I'm gonna be 35 this year. Welcome to the Discord, Poison Mouse. We're happy to have you. Yeah, I'm about to be 35 in, like, July, so... 41, oh, okay, so you have a lot of wisdom to share. "35 is still young." Yeah, I know, but, like, I know that, like, when you actually become, like, when it comes to mathematics, sometimes it's like, how should I say? It's like, you're a math professor. Oh, wow, that's cool, Zone Ranger. What type of, what branch of math do you do research on? Or do you just teach? Yeah, I'm slow. It's disappointing. Nah, it's fine. It's okay. I'm very slow too, actually. Like, I was slow with math when I was in school, so I always thought math was so robotic, but then I found the beauty of math in my last semester of school. Not school, university. I was an English major back then. So, you know, mathematical statistics. Oh, wow. So, like, so all the people that are, like, in university and are doing mathematics, right? Like, how many people like physics and how many people don't like physics? Because I know Sasha, aka the Kellier Cone, doesn't like physics as much. Because I like both subjects, that's why I'm asking. Physics, engineering. Oh, okay. I didn't even know those two were actually a thing. I would always think of them as separate subjects. But then again, like, they do work well together, so I'm not surprised that they probably would have something like that. It's like the same as, like, basically saying mathematical physics. Which is a subject I would like to get into. Programming meets physics. Ah, I see. That makes sense. Oh, I probably should sell some of this. In general, we have more math and physics, right? Yeah, like, I think, like, the reason why I want to learn proofwriting is so that I can actually, like, learn, like, at least what, I guess, like, what, I want to learn as much math proof techniques as much as, I guess, theoretical physicists do. But it's mainly just my own little, like, pet project. Like, I don't think I can, I don't think I have the tenacity to survive, like, a grad program. For me, this is like the fun part. This is just like me being the inventor in his basement that's basically trying to invent stuff. And I think that's basically the beauty of math. It's just basically you can, like, be, like, basically on a blackboard or a whiteboard and just basically just write stuff. And then you're like, maybe I should do it from this angle or that angle. And then you realize you have something. Like, you have an idea, or maybe you have a lead, but it doesn't go anywhere. And then you're like, no, this idea doesn't work. I also feel bad, like, when, like, you know, like, people that are in, like, you know, grad programs and stuff, they have to survive. They have to like basically live like a starving artist sometimes because they're pursuing truth instead of like, I guess, like basically because I do believe people that work in academia, they should get like a decent salary, but you know, like with professors and stuff, they're always contracted, and like, you know, some of them get paid less than part-time workers, and I feel bad for them sometimes because I'm like, they studied so long and yet they they don't get as much pay. So I'm Portuguese. It's not expensive to study. 700 euro a year. Oh wow, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, in the US we overcharge for tuition. It's not fun. And like student loans, man, like I feel bad for many graduate students that have like such big loans. Oh, we don't have a lot of batteries. That's probably why. But that's good that you that your education is a lot cheaper. Let's see, poison mouse. I just want to make sure that I remember which one you are. But like, wait, poison mouse, are you studying in university? Because you said you were 41, so are you studying in university? Or you already graduated, I mean. Let me just go back in the chat just to make sure that I'm not mixing up. Oh yeah, it says you are in university, okay. No studying, okay. So are you just basically like going to university just to because you love the subjects? Like, are you just like learning it just for the sake of learning? Because if you are, that's great. Because you know, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to do the same thing. It's just that I'm not doing it through like a college system. But although there were times when I debated whether I should go back to school to like learn multivariable calculus. Never had the opportunity. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're going to university to basically like experience higher education. That's good. That's very noble of you, actually, because I find it funny because I was watching a personal finance podcast, and they were summarizing Robert Kiyosaki's book. If you guys don't know who Robert Kiyosaki is, he's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he basically said in his book, rich people don't work for money, rich people work to learn. And I'm like, oh wow, that's a pretty big like a big epiphany, because I'm like, you know, what is it that we need to learn to be like, you know, I guess like successful to the point where it's like we can live off our knowledge and our abilities. And then I think about like, you know, many of the people that are in academia, and I'm like, why is it that these people like are not getting paid well enough, or why is it that like, you know, they have to live like starving artists? And I kind of feel bad for them because they're pursuing truth, you know, they're pursuing truth. And you know, like if you're pursuing truth, like you know, no corporation's gonna pay for that. And you know, like why wouldn't they? Like, this is cool stuff. Like stuff about quantum gravity and stuff, that's pretty cool stuff. Why wouldn't you like set up a company that's revolved around that type of research? Or like even like the basic stuff, like, you know, like math about like involving the stock market and stuff. That's also a thing, you know. But of course, like, you know, you're always surrounded by people that got there through either their connections or people that just knows how to sell stuff. Like, they basically like, if you're so smart, why aren't you rich? That typical like egotistical question. Let's see, we got 3 more minutes. make another... I think we'll make another one here. Yeah, I'm having way too much fun with this game. It's just basically just building a town. It's just building a town that basically sells a lot of resources. Right now I'm trying to actually create more slates. The problem is that I don't have a lot of power. And I think we can get rid of this. We won't need this for a while. And I need to find a new place where I can... I think we can get rid of this. So I think now we're gonna make like more about wood. I think we can remove this. And then we don't need these anymore. So I think we're gonna need more batteries. So more wind turbines. Let's see, we have 1 minute left. So hopefully you guys, for everyone that's basically in school, my question to you guys is, like, what do you guys mostly look forward to in your studies whenever you're like, going over like a mathematical idea, or I guess like what is the thing that you do on the side to help enhance your education, if that makes sense? Because I know Cosmolano is basically doing a little side research on quantum gravity, which I think is really cool. And it's actually cool that you actually found a group about that, like that talks about that, because I think that's really really cool, because it helps enhance your curiosity and your knowledge on it. I don't sleep. Dang. Tears. And unfortunately, that's usually what happens with students. But I think it's really admirable that you're actually studying, like, you know, like basically engineering physics, like at the age of 41, Poison Mouse. Because not many people, like, around that age group is willing to go back to school to learn stuff that they haven't done before. Okay, it looks like break time is over. So let's just turn off the study clock and then we'll turn it back on. But first, I will be right back, guys. So just give me 1 quick second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. So Zone Ranger is a professor of mathematical statistics. I mean, like, that's pretty major. I'm like wondering like how many calls you get from like other agencies to ask you to do calculations for them on their behalf. Let's go up here. I want to try this proof I got. It's a little bit of linear algebra. Like, is it like I'm guessing it's a problem within linear algebra you're trying to solve. Like, I'm guessing it's proof-based linear algebra, right? Oh, okay. So what is the actual question? What is the question asking you? I'll turn on the study timer since we're actually going to study. I forgot to turn it on last time. B is a real. So what is it that you need to do? Do you have to verify that's a vector space? Is that what you have to do? Or is it like something more involved than that? D is V to VFT. I have not seen a problem like that. I did take linear algebra, but it wasn't proof-based. So I get a free soda from the teacher. Appreciation week. We need to prove that the exponential of the derivative matrix. Huh. Well, I don't think I have experience solving problems like that, but I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat will are willing to help you with that. Because I think like there might be someone that has experience with that. Oh, Famish, that was you. Like, because you and Poison Mouse has the same color font, and I assumed that Poison Mouse was typing all that. But what, welcome in, Famish. Been a while. Yeah, this gas station near gives away stuff for the holidays or events. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, cool, thanks. I'll leave for 5 minutes. Okay, no problem, Poison Mouse. I ain't no teacher, but I'll gladly accept myself. Nice. Okay, let's get back to this. Oh, here's another one. We can try this one. So okay, suppose x and y are elements of the integers. If f is not a divisor of x and y. Actually, I should write this differently because it looks like a cross. There we go. That's better. Then 5 is not a divisor for x, and 5 is not a divisor for y. Oh, oops. You guys can't see that, so I'll just drag it to this side. You guys can see it. Okay. So, proof. This is also another one. Suppose x and y are elements of the integers. So 5 is a divisor of x and 5 is a divisor for y. Okay, let's get into it. So then x would be equal to 5, let's give it k, and y is equal to 5l, in which k and l are elements of the integers. Okay. how should we do this? So we have x, and that is equal to 5. Okay. And then we have 5. Y is equivalent to 5 divisor 5L. So we're technically trying to prove that 5 is not a divisor between x and y, the product between x and y. So we know that if it is a divisor, then basically x and y have to be like basically multiples of 5 in some way. So now I gotta think back to the divisions. So actually, maybe we don't need these two. Because then, if we were to think of this, and then 5 times 5L, leave us with 25. There must be something that I'm not thinking of, because let's see. Because I mean, it's still a divisor of 5. It's just that unless no. Like, maybe I'm getting like contrapositive thinking about contradiction. Yeah, I'm probably mixing those two up. That's probably why. I mean, if you just basically break it down, like you can basically make it like 5 times 3, thereby leaving you with like 5 times like t, which t is the integer, which is also equal to 5 times L times KL. I mean, it does equal 5 if it is like a multiple of 5. Therefore, Therefore, 5 is a multiple because I mean, contrapositive, you're just basically trying to prove the opposite, right? Because you're trying to prove that it's not this, but into proving that it's not this, it actually is encapsulating what you're talking about. I mean, logically, that's how I think of it. Oh, no, I think I did it wrong, because it's basically is going by a case-by-case basis. Unless it's going through the same stuff. Let's see. The above case shows that, so it's not true. So it's not true that, right. De Morgan's law. I see that all the time when it comes to math proofs. De Morgan's law. I think there was like one question I saw in a book that basically said like I think it was in Bauman's How to Prove It. I think they were basically saying I think it was involving sets, like using the intersections of use the intersection slash union to show of sets to show De Morgan's law. So I think we did that proof like correctly. Oh, now they're doing modular arithmetic in here. Let's see. Congruence of integers. Now is a good time to introduce a new definition that occurs in many branches of mathematics and will surely play a role in some of your later courses. But our main reason for introducing it is that it provides more opportunities to practice writing proofs, both direct and contrapositive. Okay, given the definition here. Given integers a and b and n is an element of the natural numbers, we say that a and b are congruent modulo n if n is a multiple of a minus b. We express this as a... Oh, I think I read this in the proof book by Jay Cummings. He was talking about this like in direct proofs. So I guess in this proof, in this book they show it within contrapositive proof. Interesting. So we express it as b modulo, because usually I'm so used to seeing mod m, but they're using n in this case, which I think is pretty interesting. If a and b are not congruent modulo n, we write, okay, here's some examples. Let's see, 9 is equivalent to 1 mod 4, because 4 is a multiple of 9 minus 1. Oh, okay. So interesting. So it does work for negative numbers. So 14 is not a mod 4 because... Oh, okay. So it doesn't divide easily from that, because then that would be 6, right? So then 4 minus 20, yeah, that would be like 16. Okay. So then that would be 21, and okay, I see. So it works for both. So it works for like many integers, including negative numbers. That is pretty interesting. Which means you can make many combinations with the same type of modulus, or modular, I should say. Let's see, in practical terms, A is equivalent to B mod n means that A and B have the same remainder when divided by n. For example, we saw above that 6 is equivalent to 10 mod 4. So therefore, 10 minus, so 6 minus 10. And indeed, so I have to remember that the thing that's being equal is the thing you minus by within the number next to the mod. Let's see, for example, we saw above... Oh yeah, we read that part already. Also saw that it's not short remainder. Sure enough, 14 has a remainder of 2. when divided by 4. While 8 has 0 remainder. Okay. To see that this is true in general, note that if A and B both have the same remainder R when divided by n, then it follows that A is equal to K times n plus R, and B is equal to Ln plus R for some K and L, which is an element of the integers. Hey, welcome back, Poison Mouse. Love those problems. Love those problems, do them. Are you talking about the modular arithmetic problems? Well, we'll see when we get to them. Oh, I think we got one. Proposition. Okay. Alright, let's write this down. Bring this up, like so. And so let's up here. I don't want to see the proof, that's why I'm trying to keep it like low. A, B as an element of the integers, and n is an element of the natural numbers. If A is equivalent to B mod n, I think that's what it's going to say. Yep. Then, okay, you guys can see it. Cool. Then A squared B squared mod n. Okay. So, proof. So this is still proof counterpositive, so if it sounds like I have something in my mouth, I have a cough drop, so sorry about that, guys, if you hear crunching. N is a natural number, so A is not mod n. Okay. Okay, so then n would not be a divisor to A squared minus B squared. Okay, that's our first step. Now, the next step. Let's see, A and B. If n is, then can we split this up? Like n is not a divisor from it seems like we're going in a particular direction. Now I gotta think about I had an idea in my head and now I'm like losing it, or I feel like I'm getting close to an idea but I just like am losing it, and I'm like, it's like on the tip of my brain. I'm like, what is it that I'm missing? Do I have to use... Do I have to use the... I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. The Bézout theorem? I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it. I think it's written like A-E-Z-O-T. I'm thinking of that theorem involving division. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know if I have to use that. I feel like I'm missing something that I've read before, but I just don't want to look it up. Bézout? Is that how it's pronounced? If I'm mispronouncing it, please let me know. You don't need such a fancy theorem. Okay. Oh, Bézout? Oh, okay. So the T is silent. Okay. I see. I haven't studied French, but, you know, like, maybe like a part of me wants to like learn it actually. So I remember back in school, like, I think like when I was in community college, I wanted to learn French, but then since I had experience with Spanish in high school, they were like, no, just take Italian. It's much easier. French kiss is enough. Okay. So we don't need that theorem then. I know it has something to do with, you have to think about, divisors. But I could teach you math and French if you want. I don't think I'm at that level of like learning French at that point. I practically am trying, like, I have to actually open up my Japanese math textbook because I'm trying to learn how to do math in Japanese. I haven't opened that book yet, and I probably should. It's basically like basic math in Japanese, like from algebra to calculus. I think it was, I think the title of the book is called, Sukaku, no, I think it was like, Bunkaku, what is it? Butsurikaku, Butsurikaku wakaru sugaku. I think that's basically, it's basically just says like, the math you need for physics. I think that's the title of the book. I know, I mean vocabulary though. Yeah, because I think they also, like, I discovered something interesting about the book. I think they call one of the sine-cosine relationships. I think one of the trig identities, they call them something different. I don't know what it is though. I forgot what it was though. I think I found it in the book and I was like, wait, what is this? And I realized it was like something involved with one of the trig identities. Okay, getting back to the proof. What exactly is it that we need to do here? Because I feel like it has something to do with divisors. But I just don't know what the next step is. Does this mean that if b is minus, so that means a is not equal to B mod N, and A is not equal to negative B mod N. I mean, that's the way it looks. Although I don't know if that's the elegant way to write it. Let's see. I would suggest you to write what is left to the proof in order to complete the argument. Like what you have to show in order to finish your proof by contrapositive. Yeah, I had to look at it for a while, and I was like, there's got to be something obvious that I'm not doing, and then I'm like, wait, the way this is organized, it should be like this. I don't know if that's completing the proof, though. Therefore... Oh, thank you for the follow, Omkar? Omkar12321. If you're in the chat, what's the best part of your day so far? If you want to lurk, you can lurk as well. Therefore... Oh, today, I went to watch a movie solo. Nice! I remember when the first time I did that, I saw I think it was, the release of, I think it was the new Star Wars, like, what is it? The sequels after the originals. Like, it wasn't the first one, it was the second one. Like, that was when I saw a movie, solo. And I think another time I saw a movie solo was an anime movie. I think it was Tobira. Yeah, that was, yeah, like I was the only one in the theater because I went on a weekday. And plus it was an anime release movie. No, not Phantom Menace. It was the sequel to the original one. Not the prequels. It's supposed to be the supposed sequels, like episode... Let's see, episode 4, 5, 6, episode 7 and 8. It was episode 8. It was, yeah, it was, I think it was episode 8 that I saw by myself. The first solo movie was Avatar. Oh, okay. My solo movie watching kickstarted when I realized no one around me interested in the same... Ah, I see. I think you guys are in the ad, so I'm not going to say anything else. So let's see how they do this. Oh, they did it a different way. Okay, the ads are done. Hopefully you guys are back from the ads. Sorry about those. Yeah, they did it a different way than I thought. it's A minus I mean, it somewhat looks different. Like sensors. I mean, actually, Omkar. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Like, do you like math? Do you like physics? Like, you know, what's your story? Or are you just here just to chill with us and have a productive stream in the background for yourself? Yeah, they did the direct proof. Oh, was that the direct proof way? Let's pause and consider the proposition. Oh, okay, we will use the direct proof method. Okay. I was like, okay, I didn't read that part. So, where's the contrapositive version? Oh, wait, that's a different thing. Oh, I think this is a different one, so let's try this one. You love math and physics? Nice, nice. I just got done with my bachelor's in physics. Oh, nice. Maybe you can teach me some physics. I would like to learn some physics from someone that has already been through the ringer of it. You can also join our Discord server, which is in the chat. If you would like to, of course. Actually, like, question for you guys is like, I want to set up something special in our Discord server so that we can actually like help each other like improve in math and physics. So, if you guys have any suggestions of what we can do, I'm all ears, because I feel like my Discord server is kind of like dead, and I hate to admit it. And I want to actually like set up something special for us so we can actually like, you know, like learn together and all that stuff. But don't feel like it's sort of like a chore, like, you know, I have to study for the exam or whatever. It's like we're actually trying to like I don't want to say we're reinventing the wheel, but making something that we can actually like feel like, wow, we created something with just math and like our knowledge and our creativity. Like, it's like we didn't build a machine, but we built like something, like an idea. And I think that would be pretty cool. We should definitely help each other out. STEM is hard. Right, of course, yeah. Learned this in algebra first year, low-key, like these topics. Actually, for everyone that's in the chat, do you mind if I ask you guys where you guys are from? Because I know Poison Mouse is Portuguese. But for anyone that wants to share, I would like to get to know exactly like where you guys are from, so you know, that way I can keep a good eye on like basically who in the world, where in the world that you guys are watching from, so I can keep an eye on your time zones. Because I know like time zones are different, and like sometimes you guys gotta go to bed, and sometimes you guys are like, oh, I just woke up, even though I'm about to end stream, because like it's like the afternoon for me on my side of the world. So BC mod N. Okay, I already know where you're from, Sascha. You already told me about that. You already told me which country, and that's enough. India? Okay. I'm from the East Coast of the US. Yes, feel free to join our Discord. Okay, so proof. Let be integers and n. Okay. Oh yeah, I think Sasha, you said something about when I was writing before. Let's see. I might be a bit picky, but why do we have to have the last two lines before the therefore line? Let me see here. I guess for me, it's just to solidify what I see, I guess. East Coast is dope. I'm glad to read that. The East Coast is pretty rough, though. I will not lie. Omkar, I have to ask you. Well, first, am I pronouncing your name right? And plus, are you like in high school? Are you an undergraduate? Oh yeah, no, you already graduated with a bachelor's degree in physics. You just said that. Sorry. Like my mind is like practically like forgetting stuff. But what got you into physics, actually? What got you into physics? What got you into mathematics? I'm actually curious. Because we know that one of our new followers, Cosmolano, he basically is joining a group about revolving around quantum gravity, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. You know, like I would like to be in a group like that, like be able to talk about that stuff. But of course, I'm not at that league, that type of league. I don't really know. I don't really know that much math or physics to be up that level. I have to go watch the debate. Have fun. Okay, no problem, Poison Mouse. Thanks for joining us, actually, and hopefully you enjoyed the problems we were doing, because you said you love these type of problems. So, okay. Let's see if then A C is not I've always been into math, not much into science though. I ultimately chose STEM field. Not much into engineering either. Same here. But I love how mathematical physics is. Yeah, same here. That's why I want to learn as much math as I can so that I can understand, like, I guess, like the mathematical foundation of physics. I'm not really into experiments either, or like messing with machines. I'd rather just write stuff down. Love derivation. Yeah, same here. I love writing like I don't know if this is something that you guys like, but I like it when I write, like, you know how in textbooks they write the short form of an equation, but then there's like a lot of variables in it that mean a lot of things? No, I am actually not in school anymore. I'm like 34 years old. I'm not in high school. I'm just doing math and physics as a hobby. I'm an old fogey. Don't worry, I'm terrible at practicals. Nah, that's fine. Like, oh no, it's fine. I accept my age. Like, people say I'm old, and I'm like, yeah, I'm old. So what? I'm old. So what? Love your dedication. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, I feel like I don't do enough though. Like, when I do in stream, it seems like I'm working harder than I usually do. Like, for me, if I pick up a math book, I read a lot, but then I don't do that many problems. I would probably do like 1 to 3 problems, and if I get one problem wrong, I just put the whole thing down and I just walk away from it. Okay, so we know that n is a divisor, or is not a divisor, to AC minus BC, which in turn, if you break it down, it's C times A minus B. Therefore, so A minus CB is not equal to mean, it practically says the same thing. I guess I just wrote that just to clarify it in my head. You're doing pretty well. I say going at your pace is the way, and can be discouraging looking at stuff and not being able to solve stuff. But you'll never learn if you never try. Yeah, like for me, it's like whenever I look at the answers, I like try to understand why I get it wrong, but at the same time, I'm like, if I don't understand something like in the answer key and I'm like, why'd they do that, or why is it that it's like that, I always try to end up looking it up like whenever my mind has time to relax, because then my brain will be like, you didn't look up the solution to that problem you don't understand, you better look it up. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I gotta remember to do that. And then I would look it up on like ChatGPT or something to see like, why is it that I'm not seeing exactly what the solution is telling me. And putting the book away when you get something wrong is so true. Yeah, I agree. I think we did it. Yeah, I think we did it, because it's like basically we just do it this way, and then it's not a divisor, and thus... Yeah, and I think Sasha mentioned that we didn't need to put that last part, so we don't need to... So therefore... Therefore, A is not equivalent to B, because I think it's pretty obvious, because basically we have C, but also we have A and B here, so it doesn't matter if A times B is going to be in it. It's still like a kind of a like I guess it's probably the wrong word to say, but it's kind of like a scalar you can just take out. So I think that is. I think that's how the proof is laid out. I mean, the way it looks like, it kind of makes sense to me, but if you guys feel like it's not elegant or there's like stuff missing in it, let me know. But I feel like that is pretty obvious from the way it looks, at least to me. Because even if there is a C here, it's still being multiplied by the same stuff that we would see normally. And if it's not a divisor, then more obviously it would probably, like, you can just factor out the C there. Tomorrow? I have to check, because, like, a friend of mine is probably coming to my state tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll update you guys if I decide to cancel. Yeah, I kind of need to reboot my brain around this. Why you asked us, Sasha? We have a minute left. Let's see. I don't know if we can do a proof within less than a minute. Let's see. How did they do this? Oh, they just wrote this as a paragraph. Oh, they did the direct proof with this one. Seems to be the best approach in examples. Right, yeah. Okay, I think there's one more here. I don't know if we're gonna get it done. Let's see here. Suppose... Oops. That is very scratchy work. Suppose... AB is an element of the integers, and N is an element of the natural numbers. If 12A is not equivalent to 12B mod N, then N is not a divisor to 12. Okay, We could have go over the construction of the real numbers, at least building the integer and the rationals. Let's see here. Currently done with my finals a month ago, and I've just done nothing, so my brain is kind of shut off. Okay, you're back. You're back, Sasha. Okay, yeah, I just read what you previously typed, and I guess we don't have time to actually go over this problem. But I think we did pretty well. We did pretty well today. We actually did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 6 problems involving contrapositive, so I feel like we did pretty well today. We actually got some awesome productivity going on. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good for a day's work, right? We could go over the construction of the real numbers, at least build integers and... Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty interested in learning that, actually. Because, like, how should I say? I think, seeing where the numbers come from, that sounds like a pretty interesting thing. Actually, there are times when I feel like maybe I should make YouTube videos involving, like, you know, where does the math start? Mike's the pick. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Mike's the pick? I think it's been a while since I last seen you. Because I'm not sure if we actually... Because I didn't see, like, first-time chat, so I'm guessing you chatted with us before. I'm all too often asleep these days. That's fine. I mean, as long as you get your rest, that's fine. But yeah, we're doing contrapositive proofs, so... What's the best part of your day so far? Mike's the pick. But, yeah, like, I think that today was pretty productive for us. I mean, despite the internet cutouts, I will still upload this VOD onto YouTube, but I will also give a warning that there will be constant cutouts in the VOD. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. We only do 2 study sessions because sometimes I do stream twice in one day, so... because I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tonight on my gaming channel because there's a latest update for Genshin Impact, and I really want to play it, and hopefully the story is updated in that game. That's why I might stream on my gaming channel tonight. Waking up early? That's good, that's good. Yes, I play Genshin. I would loosely follow Terrence Tao first 4 chapters of his book Analysis 1. Let's see if we can find that. Maybe that book is in at the Anna archives. So Analysis 1 Terrence Tao. Found Analysis 1. Hopefully the copy is like pretty good to read off. Might be a bit more formal than his book. Let's see. What do you mean, I might be more formal than his book? Do you mean like you're gonna, like the way you teach it, it might be a little bit more on the rigorous side compared to like what you would read in the book? Is that what you mean? Sascha? Escoffier and, yes, I know about that, yeah. I got no pre-much. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you do teach very eloquently, Sascha. There are times when I have to really think about what you're saying, and I have to basically, like, reiterated my own words, and then like when you give me the confirmation that I'm thinking it the way you think I'm thinking it, I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good. Because sometimes like it's not your fault. It's just basically like when I step into something new, I have to think. Oh, crud. Okay. We're in the yellow zone. Come on, get back to green. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry guys. Come on. Okay, I think like that's a sign from the universe that maybe we should like end the stream before we start cutting out. Okay guys, thanks for joining me today. Yeah, sorry about that guys. I guess the internet just wants to be very, very fluctuating today. So if you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're more than happy to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In addition, if you would like to join our Discord server, you're more than happy to join our Discord server so we can talk more about math and physics, or like whatever like floats your boat. We can basically talk about other stuff there too, and also make some new friends. That's also another one. If you want to join my video game channel, you can join my Uncle Talks channel, which is my video game channel where I just basically talk more about stuff than just math. So thanks for joining me today guys. I will check to see if we can raid anyone, and if we can't, then we'll do some, we'll basically end the stream. So let's see. Let's see, any my friends streaming? Oh, Don is streaming. Don does math, so we'll give him a raid. So I will put the raid command, so you guys can copy and paste that, and then I will do the raid command. Don does math, and we will begin the raid. And always remember guys, everyone is precious. You guys are just as precious as everyone else, and I will see you guys on Don's stream. So take care guys. Bye bye.